Your time on this earth is not unlimited. When Jesus was about to be crucified, the scripture says he set his face toward Jerusalem because his hour had come. No more going to the desert, feeding the 5,000. No more waiting for the woman at the well. No more stopping by Zacchaeus' house for dinner. Those things were fine for a season, but now he didn't have time for distractions. His hour had come. God is saying to you, your hour has come. If you're going to reach your highest potential, you have to do like Jesus and set your face. You can't be distracted by things that are keeping you from your purpose. You don't have time to waste worried about what people think about you. Your time is too valuable to respond to every critic, every negative comment, try to convince people that you really are okay. Those are distractions. Everyone is not going to like you. Everyone's not going to accept you. Quit trying to convince someone to understand you that's determined to misunderstand you. Some people don't want to be for you, and that's okay. You don't need them to fulfill your destiny. But the enemy would love for us to spend time and energy trying to win someone over that's never going to be won over. You have to set your face. The people that need to be for you will be for you. God has already lined up the right people. People that will celebrate you. People that will cheer you on. People that stick with you through thick and thin. But too often, we're trying to convince people to be our friend, convince them to spend time with us. But if someone doesn't see the gift that you are, if they don't recognize your talents, value your friendship, do yourself a favor and move on. No offense, but they are not a part of your destiny. You don't have to play up to people, let them manipulate you, hope that they call. Maybe they'll include you in their group. No, the people God has for you don't have to be talked into liking you. You won't be able to keep them away. They'll light up when you walk in the room. They can't wait to spend time with you. They'll go out of their way to do you favors. Now don't waste another minute trying to convince someone to like you, to call you, to come see you. If you have to talk them into it, they are not for you. They are a distraction. Well, Joel, these people at work are saying negative things about me. They're trying to make me look bad. It's not your job to straighten them out. Let God fight your battles. Let God be your vindicator. You're not supposed to engage in every conflict. Don't fight battles that are not between you and your destiny. Most of the things that come against us are simply distractions. You have to keep your face set. It takes discipline to say, I'm not going to respond, not going to waste my valuable time. I have a destiny to fulfill. My hour has come. Proverbs says, avoiding a fight is a mark of honor. It's easy to get in conflict, upset, offended, want to pay people back. That doesn't take any discipline. Avoiding a fight, not taking the bait, not being drawn into conflict, that takes your face being set. The next time something comes against you, ask yourself, is this a battle worth fighting, or is it simply a distraction? That person that cut you off in traffic, is it worth getting upset over when you're never going to see them again? That coworker that leaves you out, doesn't give you credit, do you think they can stop your destiny? That somehow they're more powerful than what God has ordained for you? They're distractions. The only way they can hinder you is if you get baited into conflict. Best thing you could do, ignore it. Don't give it the time of day. When David heard Goliath taunting the Israelites, he asked what the reward was for killing the giant. He didn't just run out and fight him because he was saying negative things. Sure, David didn't like that, but he understood this principle. He didn't get involved in battles that weren't between him and his destiny. They told him whoever killed the giant would get the king's daughter as his wife, and their family would be exempt from taxes. With that one victory, David's whole family line would change. They would go from a low-income family of shepherds to royalty. They would be in the king's family. David thought, this is a battle worth engaging. This is worth spending my time and energy. Now, I'm not saying to be passive and don't fight any battles. I'm saying to look at what the spoils are. Will it just feed your ego? You paid them back, you made them look bad, or will it propel you into your destiny? We fight too many battles that don't matter. They're talking about me, I'm gonna go straighten them out. After you straighten them out, someone else will start talking. Here's what I've learned. Nobody talks about people that aren't doing anything. Nobody tries to discredit someone that doesn't have any influence. The reason they're talking about you is because you're a difference maker. You're a world changer. They can see the gifts, the influence, the favor on your life. The brighter the light, the more the heat. The higher God takes you, the more people are going to see you. And sometimes, instead of celebrating you, people will get jealous, try to pull you down, get you into conflict. Don't take the bait. It's a distraction. Keep your face set. Stay focused on your purpose.
The difference between successful people and non-successful people is here. I'm no better than none of y'all. I'm not a better person than you. I'm not a better Christian than you. God don't love me more than you. None of that. If you want to be successful, you have to change this. This has to change. Listen to me. It's not what makes it hard is your lack of belief that it can happen for you. The fact of it is, though, it's very doable. See, but you got to change, though. If you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. So if you're at a place in your life and you ain't happy with it, you have to change some things. But you have to make a conscientious decision that you're going to change. And it's not dependent on anybody else. It don't matter what your mama think. It don't matter what your coworkers think. It don't matter what your siblings think. It don't matter what your children think. It don't matter. They have nothing to do with it. This decision is yours and yours alone. It's two people born in a hospital every day. It's a person that's born in a hospital that's going to get a job, and somebody born in a hospital that's going to give them a job. You get to decide which one you're going to be. You get to decide. Let me tell you something. You get to decide if I'm going to be rich, poor, mediocre, plentiful, happy, sad. You have a decision to make. Your mind, all right, here we go. This is the teaching moment. Let me give you this so you can get on with your 2019. You walk in the house, you pick up the remote control. Let me teach you how this works. And you press the power button. When I told you 2019 will be the best year of your life, but you have to claim it. You have to expect it to be the best year of your life. You have to live your life with the expectation that great things are coming your way. And that's how it works. Now let me teach it to you. You grab your remote. You press the power button. What do you expect to happen? You expect the TV to come on. Guess what? It come on. If you want to see Sports Center channel 46, and you press 46 and OK or select, what do you expect to come on your TV? Sports Center. And guess what show up? Sports Center. They got the concept of creating a remote from the Bible. See, God is tied to all of this. You better understand what I'm trying to tell you. The Bible says a man is as he thinketh. God created us in his image. God thought of this world. He thought of it. So he created it. So he made you just like him, that your thoughts can create things. He made you just like him. Now you can't go make earth and heaven like he did, but you can make a better world for yourself.
The underground work must be done before above ground exposure. I wrote a book years ago. I wish I had waited and wrote it over now, because I can write it so much better now than I wrote it at the time. I wrote a book, Can You Stand to Be Blessed? Can you stand to be blessed? Can you stand up to it? You're busy talking about give it to me, but can you stand? Can you stand to be blessed? Can you stand up to it? It's not, are you talented enough? It's not, are you gifted enough? Can you stand up to all the things that come from it? Can you stand? And see, everybody wants to do the above ground work, because the above ground work is the pretty stuff. Oh, look at the stone, and look at the windows, and look at the steeples, and look at the doors, and look at this, and look at the landscape. Oh, the landscaping. Have you ever seen such landscaping in all of your life? Oh, the interior decorated was just absolutely amazing. That's the stuff that gets you. The hand claps is for the above ground work. But it does not matter how beautiful things are above ground if there's all kind of craziness beneath the ground. Eventually, everything above ground will sink if you don't put the effort underground. You don't have to have discipline to do that. You have to be willing to work in places people don't see. You have to be willing to take the time that is necessary to prepare the foundation, even the more when you believe God is going to do something great in your life. The work goes down before the building goes up. Now imagine his neighbor across the street is building twice as fast. Because his neighbor across the street, he just started building straight up. Didn't dig it out. Just start building up. I realize now that there wasn't so much difference in the soil. The difference was in the prep. I used to say one man built his house on sand and the other man built it on the rock, but I overlooked the fact that the guy who built on the rock did not build on the rock because the rock was there. He built on the rock because he dug to the rock. So you can build a rocky house in a sandy place. I used to think this was a soil test. But when I realized that the man who built on the rock had to dig to hit it, I realized that this test is not about soils. Neither one of them found the soil conducive to build what they were trying to build. It's just that one man was willing to dig down and the other man was impatient and wanted to go up. See, the guy who built the house on the sand had the option of building it on the rock if he was going to put the discipline in to dig down deep enough. Somewhere beneath the sandy soil there will always be rock, but most people don't have the discipline to deal with the sandy stuff to get to the rock in you. If you don't come pre-packaged, they get rid of you because it's too much work. Oh, y'all don't want to talk to me. The problem then is not the conditions, it's the discipline. Both of them stepped into soil that was not conditioned for what they were building. One of them dug through it because he understood the power of foundation, and the other one didn't think it mattered that the soil wasn't ready for what his vision had said.